everybody, welcome back to Responsibly Bourbon. I'm DMC from Louisville, Kentucky. Today I'm going to cover one of the most frequent questions I get asked, and that is, what's my favorite bourbon? Or also, what's the bourbon that I would recommend to somebody who's never tried bourbon before? And luckily, it can be the same answer. This is going to be a back to basics video. I realized I had never done a full review of Buffalo Trace Bourbon Whiskey, so that is one of my answers, and we're going to do a review today. Alright, let me get this poured. Buffalo Trace is a 90 proof whiskey, so this is going to be a lower proof one that I would definitely recommend for somebody who's never had bourbon before, and it's going to be on the sweeter side also, which really helps. This is primarily made of corn, as all bourbon is. The mash bill is not disclosed by Buffalo Trace, but it's believed to be around 75 to 80% corn, only 10% rye, and then the remaining 10 to 15% malted barley. Definitely sweet on the nose with all that corn. A little bit of caramel, slash brown sugar, creme brulee type on the nose, so very nice. Let's give it a quick taste. Cheers. Yeah, this is one I definitely enjoyed. You know, Buffalo Trace comes from Frankfort, Kentucky. The distillery has been around since 1812. It claims to be the longest continuously distilling distillery in the United States. It's gone by several different names. It was called the OFC, or Old Fire Copper Distillery, then the George C. Stagg Distillery, Ancient Age Distillery. Sazerac bought it in the late 90s, and Buffalo Trace, as we know today, this product came out in 1999. So I definitely didn't grow up with Buffalo Trace, but I definitely enjoyed it when it came out. I really liked it and still do. So I definitely recommend this as one to find, or one to try if you haven't ever tried bourbon before. It's not too proofy. It's a little spicy. It's going to be a cinnamon type spice, but it's sweeter than it is spicy, and not overpowering at all. So easy to sip, neat. It's a little hard to find sometimes, but the price is okay. It's only $25 to $30 normally for me, and so at that price, you're not going to feel too bad if you mix it with some sort of soda or something like that. So, but it is enjoyable and neat, and I highly recommend it. I always recommend this, as well as Woodford Reserve, which is another one of my favorites in the same price point. It's a little less sweet, a little bit more spicy though. And then another one I recommend is Michter's Bourbon, just their US 1 bourbon. That one's a little bit pricier. It's going to be $45 or more, but it's a delicious, easy drinking bourbon. And another one that's the cheapest of them all would be something like Evan Williams Black Label. That one, I don't normally drink that one neat so much, just straight by itself. Definitely going to be mixing that into something like a Coke or a Old Fashioned or something. Evan Williams Black Label really hits the spot. But yeah, Buffalo Trace, give it a try. Appreciate you watching. Hit that like button and subscribe. If you've liked Buffalo Trace, leave some comments down below. If you have trouble finding it, I know it's this is 2025 and it's becoming easier to find on the shelves again. There was a period of time in the last 2 years where it was harder to find. It's starting to show back up on the shelves. The price really hasn't gone up. Something that's easy to keep on the shelf and have around. All right, everybody, remember, all bourbon is whiskey, but all whiskey is not bourbon. Best bourbon comes from Kentucky. Cheers.
Turkey.